Shalom. This is truth is everlasting. Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Joshua Watt in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akiums, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rogak Kodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth, double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect, double honors to the elders of GMS, double honors to my elder, Hawam, salutations to the Akiums who are around the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, another exciting, educational, truthful video. Guess what? The first person that explored the North Pole, they kept it away from the history books in schools, and in churches, I'm pretty sure, these 501c3 incorporated prostitute churches, okay? The black explorer erased from history. I believe his name was Matthew A. Henson, the first black explorer in 1909 to the North Pole. Woo! More truth is coming out. Watch out, Edomite. Your days are getting closer. I'm going to play a little bit of it. The title of this lesson is called All Darkness Will Come to the Light. Here we go.
Reaching the North Pole was like landing on the moon. It was a big deal, and everyone wanted to be first. In 1909, Commander Robert Peary and his former colleague, Dr. Frederick Cook, each claimed to have reached the North Pole first. Their feud was the center of a heated public debate in a congressional hearing. But overlooked in this now famous controversy was a polar explorer unlike any other, a black man named Matthew Alexander Henson. So why isn't he a household name? Matthew Henson was born in Nanjemoy, Maryland in 1866 to free-born sharecroppers. Reconstruction-era America was incredibly dangerous for black people, especially in the South. Between the Black Codes and Jim Crow, black people were under threat by the state and by vigilantes like the KKK. From early on, Henson learned to survive. He hid in the bushes as the KKK night riders rode through town. Orphaned at a young age, Henson ran away, according to some accounts, to the docks of Baltimore, Maryland, at around 12 years of age. Although Henson didn't have much formal schooling, he joined Captain Childs aboard his Katy Hines as a cabin boy, a massive 3-mast ship which traveled the world. Childs encouraged Henson to read and write and nurtured his desire for adventure. When Captain Childs died in 1887, one biographer says Henson could not find a single crew who would treat him equally as a black man, and so he quit sailing. He turned to odd jobs, loading cargo, serving as a messenger, and working in a hat store.
Slakia, man, I can't take it no more. You know, they keep calling our people black. They're not black, okay? They can be dark-skinned or light brown, right? And different shades of color. There's no such thing as a black man, right? Just like there's no such thing as a white man. Okay, here we go.
In the spring of 1887, an ambitious Navy lieutenant and civil engineer, Robert Peary, visited the very hat store where Henson was working. Peary mentioned to the store owner that he needed someone to join him on his next adventure surveying the jungles of Nicaragua, and Henson was the right man for the job. Although Peary hired Henson as a servant on the journey, Henson made it clear that he was already a highly capable explorer. He could hunt and was skilled at leading laborers who had joined this dangerous expedition through the unmapped jungle. After Nicaragua, Peary set his sights on the North Pole, a pursuit that consumed the next 20 years of both their lives. But Peary's invitation to the Arctic came with a warning. According to Floyd Miller's biography, Otterloo, Peary called Henson a son of the equator and warned that Henson would have more trouble in an Arctic setting than a white man. Henson's response to Peary's was resolute.
I'll go north with you, sir, and I think I'll stand it as well as any man.
At the time, explorations were most often led by aristocrats and military servicemen like Peary. European and American explorers were obsessed with being the first white men to discover land previously navigated by indigenous communities. But the journey to the top of the world was deadly. In fact, in the 19th century, nearly 1,000 people tried to reach the North Pole, and most of them never returned. We now know today that the North Pole is a fixed point in the middle of a frozen ocean, always at 90 degrees north latitude. But at the time, the North Pole was shrouded in mystery and misunderstanding. Until about 1891, many explorers thought you could simply walk there from Greenland. But the reality was far more complicated. On Henson and Peary's first trip to the Arctic, they enlisted the help of Inuit guides. Arctic expeditions were impossible without the help from the native peoples living there, who frequently joined expeditions in exchange for goods. The Inuit were shocked to see Henson. They held their arms next to his, happy to see their skin tones were so similar. Henson was the first black polar explorer they had ever seen, after decades of white men. Henson became known as Matthew the Kind One to his indigenous teammates. They invited him to dinner, taught him their language, how to train dogs, how to build igloos, and how to use reindeer and polar bear skins for outerwear. Meanwhile, Peary, like many white explorers of his time, treated indigenous people as a means to an end. While fundraising for his polar expeditions, Peary took a group of Inuit from Greenland, including children, to be studied at the American Museum of Natural History like specimens. Between 1891 and 1909, Henson and Peary made 7 successful trips to the Arctic, but barely survived. The Arctic boasts temperatures at 50 degrees below freezing, Arctic storms, cracks in the ice, and polar bears. Peary lost 8 toes. They had to eat their own dogs. At one time, Henson saved Peary from a charging muskox. But they also learned valuable information. For example, their 1891 expedition established that Greenland was actually an island and also not the best way to get to the pole. In their 6th trip in 1906, they hit 87 degrees north, just 3 degrees short of their goal. It was the furthest north anyone had ever gone. 2 years later, on July 6, 1908, Henson and Peary left aboard the icebreaker steamship, the Roosevelt, from Hempstead Bay, New York, to great fanfare. This would be their final attempt. Before they left, there were reports that a former colleague of Peary's, Dr. Frederick Cook, had left on his own North Pole expedition, but no one had heard from Cook in months. The Roosevelt's Arctic team consisted of 50 men and 246 dogs. They sailed to Ellesmere Island, the northernmost point of Canada, and docked the Roosevelt on September 5th, 1908. Henson led and translated for the Inahui support team, which consisted of men, women, and children who wintered with the crew at Cape Sheridan to make clothes and hunt for food. Months later, at 6 a.m. on March 1st, 1909...
Well, let's stop it right there so I can do the lesson. Let me hit this pbs.org. Let's see what comes out here. No, not what I'm looking for. Slakia, give me a minute. I thought I saw something, but I guess I did not. Okay, well, I was looking for the book. Oh, right here, I think it is. Right here. There you go. A Negro Explorer at the North Pole. I'll be there. Woo! People are everywhere. Huh? Wow. Amazing, huh? So much truth popping out. Call Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, let's go into the lesson. Just want to show you that. Hit this. I want to go to Luke chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. That's right. That's how come the famine of the word of the internet is going to be shut down. You know, when it turns back on, we ain't gonna be able just to just turn it on and go and look into or search what we want. Now they're gonna have control for a little bit of what you can see and not see, what you can say and not say, right? So we're not gonna be using it when that time comes. We're not gonna be taking the bank beast system. No, it's microchip. They can shove both of them up their ass. Okay. I want to go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Verse 27. What I tell you in darkness, that speaks yea in light, and what yea hears in the ears, that preach yea upon the housetop. That's right. Housetopping when we go in the highways and byways, right? And remember, we also do these edifying lessons day and night around the world, 7 days nonstop. Oh boy, things are getting hot. Want to go to verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And who can only do that? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All this technology that Yahweh Bahashim Shai has given to the Edomites, right? All this big hype about AI so intelligent, right? That's gonna surpass human. It cannot do what Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua can do, right? So keep that in mind, because that's all they can do is just kill us, and then after that can do nothing else, right? Because we got next. Verse 29, are not 2 sparrows sold for a feathering? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, without Yahweh allowing it, giving authority? Come on, man. Yahweh Bashin Yahshua control all things, even the Edomites. Even Satan cannot do whatever he wants. That's right. Verse 30, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Not even AI can do that. And remember, when it says they can, keep in mind that the AI is biased and a liar. That's how come it's called artificial. Okay? Verse 31, fear ye not, therefore, ye are more valuable than many sparrows. And he's talking to the so-called Negros Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. Okay? Verse 33. Oh, wait, I got too excited here. Woo. Verse 32. Whosoever, therefore, shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father, which is in heaven. Verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Woo! Let's go again back to Luke chapter 12, verse 3. Wow, this is amazing, man. Got me all excited, man. Verse 3, therefore, whosoever ye shall have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ears of closed closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetop. Ooh, yeah. You know how come we get excited when we see this kind of news? Because we know it's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai doing this. And also letting us know how close we are. Just like Apostle Taha from GMS said. This is the year. This is the year. And boy, is he right. Let me calm down. Want to go to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 8. Be not afraid of their face, sis, for I am with thee to deliver thee, said Yahweh. That's right. You know, these ugly Edomites, these Satan's children, they think because they look at you with a stone look, right, that we should have fear. When really all they're doing is pretending that they're brave, right? When really what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to see where they can run and hide. Besides that, they got bunkers under the ground, okay? They know that's not going to protect them, but that's the best, highest education IQ that they have, okay? They cannot go into space and surpass the Shemayim. AI does not have the technology nor the knowledge to do that. And they cannot even go too deep into the ocean. Why? Did somebody say why? I heard a why, bro. I heard a why. Let me tell you why. Because Edomites know, besides that they cannot make the technology to go that deep, they also know that deeper down, guess who's waiting for them? The Leviathan. Yeah, that big Godzilla in the ocean. The pet dog of Yahweh Shai. Huh? Woo! Man, this is getting real excited. Let me go to Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifested, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. That's right. Things are being revealed, everything around the world, and they can't stop it, right? They have to wait till Satan gets permission from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and tells them, okay, tell them to put the famine of the word. Okay? Right now, they're not sleeping too good. The Edomites, they're having a terrible, terrible time. All right? Luke chapter 12. Give me a minute, I'm going there. I'm going to go start again with verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. I jump to verse 5. But I will forward. What happened here? Huh? But I will forewarn you whom you shall fear. Fear him which after he hath killed has power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. Woo! Oh boy, that is straight talk right there from Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because that's where the Edomites are going. See, this is our hell. This wicked kingdom. Okay? This is our hell, which is going to be destroyed forever when Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of angels, right? And those so-called UFOs, really they're chariots or clouds that the Bible talks about. Okay? But when Yahweh Shai comes back with the kingdom of heaven, that's going to be our kingdom. And it's going to be hell for the Edomites. Because they're going to slavery for 1,000 years. Okay? They deserve it. They work hard for it. So there's no need to feel sorry for them. Verse 6. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 feathering, and not one of them is forgotten before Yahweh? Verse 7. but even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore. Ye are of more value than many sparrows. Wow. Verse 8. Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of Yahweh. And verse 9, but he that denies me, 2/3 of our people, before men, shall be denied before angels of Yahweh. I'll leave it with Matthew. It's a short lesson. Okay? Matthew, what happened? Oh, here we go. Chapter 10. Give me a minute. Verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. Repeating again, second and third witness. And then 33, which you heard it already. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Right? So, let me deal with verse 34. Think not that I had come to send peace on earth. No, no, no. I came not to send peace, but a sword. I hope that this was edifying. And with that, I'll say, Shalom.